Alright, really quickly for the video starts here, there's a couple things I want to address. One, I'm going to link to some channels in the description of some good Dark Magician players I like, and I've talked to over the past couple days or weeks that I think you guys would like to watch. One of which is Master of Chaos, hence the card on the screen. The other is Alec Buckley. Go subscribe to both of them, watch their videos. Yeah. Also, another thing, if you guys are interested in joining the Team DMA Discord, leave it in the description, or leave your Discord in the description, and I will add you to it, or Master Chaos will add you to it. One to two. Also, let me know if there's any other decks you'd like to see me play, or anything else you'd like to see on the channel. I do want to do some Call of Duty soon, just to change it up a little bit. I have some old COD footage I found on my hard drive. I'm not going to record any new stuff, but I have some old stuff. So, anyway, without further ado, we'll get into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy, and go subscribe to those guys. Peace. Alright, so today is something completely different. We're going over Chronicle Sorceress, which is not a very strong card, don't get me wrong, but we might, if we don't get any more support out of the tins, we might end up having to play it as like a 1 or 2 of in Dark Magician. Now, if you don't know what this card does, you can activate one of these effects based on the attributes in your graveyard. Send one Blue Eyes White Dragon or card that mentions it from your deck to the graveyard, except Chronicle Sorceress. Dark, send one Dark Magician or one card that mentions it from your deck to the graveyard, except Chronicle Sorceress. You want to use each effect of Chronicle Sorceress once per turn. Now, there's only a couple of combos I can think of off the top of my head that makes this card okay. It's not better than Rod. If we had a way to special summon her, like if she special summoned herself, don't get me wrong, we'd play this, like, definitely, probably as at least a definite 2 of. But because she doesn't do that, this is the only combo or the main combo I can think of us actually doing. So we activate Magician's Souls, send Dark Magician to the graveyard, and we special summon our copy of Dark Magician from the graveyard. Very basic. We don't get Soul's Draw effect, unfortunately. Then we normal summon our copy of Chronicle Sorceress, activate her effect. Because we have Dark, we can send one Dark Magician card, that being our copy of Magician Navigation. Now, Magician's Navigation is a card we used to play a lot, at a definite 3 of when we first got Apprentice, and even before we got Apprentice, it was a 3 of, because we wanted Dark Magician in the hand more. It wasn't as much of a dead card if we had this, Eternal Soul, or Circle. Now, if you don't know what it does, special summon one Dark Magician from your hand, then special summon one level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster monster from your deck. If you control Dark Magician, except that turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one face-up spell or trap your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of the turn. So now, we send Navigation to the grave. And if you have any other extenders, you could possibly make a link to and do something else. But we have to leave Dark Magician on field, so we can't really link summon, so it's not the greatest. But it does give us a spell trap negate. It could warn us playing Navi as a 1 of again. Potentially, not guaranteed. But, you know, it's there. This can negate Branded Fusion, this can negate Chaos Space, it can negate the Brave, any of the Brave token spells. Can do a lot. Negate any Eldritch Power Trap. Not bad as a negate. The first effect will never come up nowadays. It's a bit too slow for modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, let's look at another combo. Alright. Now, this combo requires us to open Chronicle Sorceress with Magician Souls and Soul Servant. Not a huge deal because of Illusion of Chaos. So we're going to, well, we can't normal that first. Well, we could and then activate the effect, but personally I'd rather do Magician Souls first. So we're going to send our copy of Dark Magician to the graveyard. And we're going to special summon our copy of Dark Magician. Which will in turn be essentially just, you know, Soul Servant draw fodder. Then we're going to normal summon our copy of Chronicle Sorceress, use her effect, which will now let us foolish. Now we could do the navigation play. We could indeed do that and set up a circle or whatever. But we're going to send Dark Magician Girl. Now we're going to activate our copy of Soul Servant, which will get us our copy of Dark Magical Circle. Now, if you wanted to play Chronicle Sorceress and Navigation, you could bump the ratios of Circle and Eternal Soul if you wanted to. So Circle will hit more, but now we get to banish our copy of Soul Servant and get a draw 2. And we drew Navigation. Because in my test hand settings on EDL Pro, I don't have it set up to shuffle the deck. But, you know, it's okay. We get our draw 2 turn 1 again. That's decent if we open up some other cards in our hand. And we play more Floodgates type stuff. But we are kind of forced, unless we have Apprentice and Special Summon Apprentice, or just another way to discard a card, we're forced to draw into a Dark Magician card, which isn't always optimal. Well, man, there might be another combo or two I can come up with. Next combo. Alright, this deck's a little bit more setup. And it does revolve using all 4 cards, but you know, we have Illusion of Chaos. We can get any of our missing monsters. We just have to open Soul Servant. Or hope it hits off Circle. Because using her, we're not going to be able to search off Rod. Unless they give us a way to give ourselves another normal summon. But first, we're going to go through the same combo, use our effect of Magician's Souls, which will now, of course, send Dark Magician to the graveyard and special summon itself. Not going to use Soul Servant just yet. Now we're going to special summon Dark Magician, not Magician's Souls. Now we're going to normal summon our copy of Chronicle Sorceress, activate her effect, which will full us Dark Magician Girl. So we send that to the graveyard, use our effect of Timaeus to unite the dragon, send away Soul Servant from our hand. We don't have to stack anything. Now we activate our effect of Timaeus, which will now get us into Dragoon or the Dark Magicians or whatever you want to make. Personally, Dragoon or Dragonite. Now we can banish our copies of Soul Servant and draw 2 cards. Now, Keeper's only in here from that first video. This is kind of just a deck that I have, just a bunch of random cards people could play in Dark Magician. It's not a complete and utter deck list. It's just a bunch of random shit, I'll be honest. But we got 2 cards ended on Dragoon, but we had to have a bunch of ways into different cards. We had to have a way to Timaeus, hard to open Souls, or do one of those, and open Chronicle Sorceress. Now, everyone, and Soul Servant. Any one of the monsters is highly searchable off Illusion of Chaos, and the Timaeus monster, or not Timaeus monster, but Soul Servant could, I guess, be searched off Soul Servant. But it's not going to... It's something you can do, but I don't know how likely for it to happen. Because if we open all that, we won't have any hand traps or floodgates to go along with it, unless we get lucky and draw them off Soul Servant. So, it's okay. I mean, I don't think Chronicle Sorceress is a horrible card after messing with it some. But I'm going to see if there's one more combo I can come up with. Alright, I'm going to see if I can't get this done right. So we're going to use our effect of Magician's Souls, which is going to do the exact same thing as before. We're going to Foolish Burial our copy of Dark Magician and summon it. Then I'm going to see if it's possible to get a draw 3, not this turn, but the following turn. So we got Dark Magician on field. We're going to use our effect of Chronicle Sorceress. Use her effect, which will now Foolish Burial our copy of Dark Magician Girl to the graveyard. Now we're going to activate our effect of Soul Servant, which will in turn stack, where is he? Mahad. Now we will get a draw 2 here, and if we have another way to Soul Servant, we will actually be able to draw 3. And now we activate the effect of Palladium Oracle Mahad. So that's a special summon himself, which is a really good... He's okay. He's not the best. He's an extender. So now we send Chronicle Sorceress because we drew off Timaeus. And then you fuse into your copy of Dragoon, and you have a monster if it battles a dark, like Mirror Jade or Chimera, or really any of the branded fusion monsters, or most of the monsters in the game for that part, he goes up to 5,000. That you use 3 cards in your hand, so if you have 2 Soul Servants or Upstart, it's not bad.